Hello students. In the last video we have learnt about how to write dimensional formula for some physical quantities. Today let us continue with some more physical quantities. Say first one is moment of inertia. Moment of inertia can be written as mass into square of the distance. So mass into distance square. It is m raised to 1 L raised to 2 because it is distance square. So you have to write L raised to 2. Then combine both, you will get m raised to 1 L raised to 2 T raised to 0. T term is not there, so it is T raised to 0. So this is dimensional formula for moment of inertia. Let us go for next one, that is torque. Torque is equal to force into displacement. For force it is m raised to 1 L raised to 1 T raised to minus 2. Then displacement is L raised to 1. Now combine both in the sense this L raised to 1 and this L raised to 1, you will get m raised to 1 L raised to 2, you will get T raised to minus 2 as it is. So this is dimensional formula for torque. Next one is frequency. Frequency is equal to 1 divided by time. How to write dimensional formula now? 1 divided by time. So time is in denominator. You have to write T raised to 1 in the denominator, but shift it to numerator, you will get T raised to minus 1. So you will get m raised to 0, L raised to 0, T raised to minus 1. How minus 1? Because time is in denominator, you are shifting it to numerator, so it is T raised to minus 1. Next one is potential energy. So formula for potential energy is mgh. M is mass, g is acceleration due to gravity, and h is height. So you will get m raised to 1. Acceleration due to gravity is nothing but you have to write for acceleration. So acceleration L raised to 1 T raised to minus 2. Height is L raised to 1. Then how many m terms are there? Only one, it is m raised to 1. And L raised to 1 and L raised to 1 you are adding, you will get L raised to 2. And T raised to minus 2. So dimensional formula for potential energy is m raised to 1 L raised to 2, then T raised to minus 2. Okay. Any form of energy if you take, for example, any form of energy means it may be kinetic energy, it may be potential energy, or say it may be electrical energy, heat energy, any form of energy if you take, dimensional formula is m raised to 1, L raised to 2, T raised to minus 2. Okay. Next one is surface tension. Surface tension is equal to force divided by length. Force by length, how to write? It is m raised to 1, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 2 divided by length. Here divided by is not there, so you take this divided by L. There is a mistake, sorry. It is L raised to 1, you are writing in denominator, you take it as divided by. Okay. Now shift this L raised to 1 to numerator, it becomes L raised to minus 1. So in numerator it is L raised to plus 1, and this denominator you are shifting it to numerator, so you will get minus 1. So you will get L raised to 0. Okay. So when you shift that one, you will get m raised to 1, L raised to 0, T raised to minus 2. L term becomes 0. Next one is pressure. So pressure is equal to force divided by area. Force by area, how to write? M raised to 1, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 2 divided by area can be written as side into side, that is L raised to 2. This L raised to 2, if you shift it to numerator, it becomes minus 2. So, dimensional formula is m raised to 1, L raised to minus 1, then T raised to minus 2. Next one is wavelength. Wavelength is nothing but it is length. Length you are writing it as L raised to 1. So dimensional formula for wavelength is L raised to 1. M and T terms are 0. So M raised to 0, L raised to 1, T raised to 0. Next one is angular momentum. Angular momentum is equal to linear momentum into distance. Linear momentum already we have written it is m raised to 1, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 1. Distance is L raised to 1. So final answer is m raised to 1, L raised to 2, T raised to minus 1. Next one is Young's modulus. Young's modulus can be written as force divided by area. It is same as that of pressure, correct? Force by area is pressure. So, dimensional formula for Young's modulus is m raised to 1, L raised to minus 1, T raised to minus 2. Same as that of pressure. Last one is gravitational constant. So, gravitational constant is equal to force into square of the distance divided by mass of one body into mass of another body. But here I have written only mass into mass. Now write the dimensions. M raised to 1, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 2, it is for force. Square of the distance is L raised to 2. Then divided by mass into mass is m raised to 1 into m raised to 1. Now in numerator it is m raised to 1, but in denominator it is m raised to 2. Shift it, you will get m raised to minus 1. What about L term there? Here in the numerator it is L raised to 1 and L raised to 2 means it becomes L raised to 3. T raised to minus 2. Next one is dimensional analysis. Analyzing any equation by the method of dimensions is called as dimensional analysis. So, what is dimensional analysis? Analyzing any equation by the method of dimensions. Here one point, we have written 20 dimensional formula. So, we can expect a question here, that is write any two pair of physical quantities having same dimensions. You can write the answer like, say you have to write pair, work and energy. These two have same dimensional formula. Or say you can write pressure and Young's modulus. These have same dimensional formula. Like this we can expect the question. Okay, let us continue. What is dimensional analysis? Analyzing any equation by the method of dimensions. Now let us see applications of dimensional analysis. First application is to check the correctness of an equation. What is meaning of to check the correctness of an equation? Say in physics we have some physical equations, like one example I will give, F is equal to m into A. Okay, whether this equation is dimensionally correct or not, we can check it with the help of dimensional formula. That is first application. Second application is to derive the relation between various physical quantities. Means we can obtain that F is equal to m into A with the help of dimensional analysis. Then third one is to convert unit of a given physical quantity from one system to another. Converting unit of physical quantity from one system to another system means what? Say for example, SI unit of length is meter. In CGS system it is centimeter. We can convert meter to centimeter or say centimeter to meter. This is meaning of convert the unit of given quantity from one system to another system. Okay. So these are three applications of dimensional analysis. You can expect a question here. Write any two applications of dimensional analysis. It is 2 mark question. Okay, you can write any two applications. To understand it more clearly, that is to check the correctness of an equation with an example, we have to take the help of one principle that is called principle of homogeneity. So what is statement of this principle of homogeneity? Statement is all the terms on both sides of physical equation must have same dimensions. Means what? When you see the equation, LHS part and RHS part will be there, left side and right side. So the terms which are in left side must have what dimensions they have, the same dimensions must have the RHS part. Means what? LHS must be equal to RHS we should get after writing the dimensional formula. So now let us go for first application, that is to check the correctness of equation. How to check the correctness of equation? We have to follow some steps here. Let us take one example. Say check the correctness of the equation V is equal to V naught plus AT. Here meaning of the symbols when we see, V is final velocity, V naught is again a velocity it is, A is acceleration, T is time. Then how to check the correctness? First we have to write LHS part of the equation. What is LHS part? V is the LHS part. V means it is velocity. You have to write dimensions of velocity. What are the dimensions of velocity? M raised to 0, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 1. This is LHS part. Now go for RHS part. In RHS part, V naught plus AT is there. So in square bracket, first you have to write V naught plus. You have to write dimensions of A, that is acceleration, and dimensions of time T you have to write. So dimensional formula for velocity is M raised to 0, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 1. And for acceleration it is M raised to 0, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 2. Time T, that is T raised to 1. Now here you simplify. This is T raised to minus 2 and T raised to 1. How much you will get? Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. So if you observe, M raised to 0, L raised to 1, T raised to minus it is in first bracket, correct? Observe the second bracket, same you are getting, means M raised to 0, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 1. Means you are getting same two brackets. In mathematics, let me take example like say x plus x is there. X plus x is nothing but it is 2x you will write, correct? So here same two brackets means you will get 2 times this bracket, correct? But there is a important point. Constants cannot be used in dimensional analysis. Constants means like number you cannot write. 2, 1 by 2, all these you cannot write. So neglect that 2. When you add you will get 2 times only. But neglect that 2 and write this M raised to 0, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 1 only 1 time. Okay. Now check this RHS and LHS, both are same. So you will get LHS is equal to RHS. That's why the given equation is dimensionally correct. Let us take second one. Second one is x is equal to V naught t plus half AT square. X is distance, V naught is velocity, t is time, A is acceleration. Now first we have to take LHS part. What is LHS part? X. So dimensional formula for distance is M raised to 0, L raised to 1, T raised to 0. Now take RHS part. What is RHS part? V naught t plus half AT square. Just now I told half you cannot use, you cannot write. So neglect that one. Only you write dimensions of velocity, dimensions of time, acceleration and t square. Okay. So you will get M raised to 0, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 1 into T. Into T is T raised to 1. Okay. Now acceleration, M raised to 0, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 2. Next one is T square. So here it is T square. Okay, now simplify this one. You will get m raised to 0, l raised to 1. This t raised to minus 1 and plus 1 is 0. Okay, then here minus 2 plus 2 is 0. That's why you will get same two brackets again. 2 times we cannot write, it is m raised to 0, l raised to 1, t raised to 0. Again LHS and RHS are same. So you will get, means you can write the given equation is dimensionally correct. Like this you can check the correctness of the equation. Let us go for one more equation, that is check v square is equal to v naught square plus 2ax is dimensionally correct or not. So first take LHS part. What is LHS part? V square. V is velocity. So m raised to 0, l raised to 1, t raised to minus 1, its square. This square is for all the powers of m, l and t. So multiply the powers. You will get m raised to 0, l raised to 1 into 2 is 2, t raised to minus 1 into 2 is minus 2. So you will get m raised to 0, l raised to 2, t raised to minus 2 as LHS. Now take RHS. In RHS it is v naught square plus 2ax is there. Don't write 2, only write ax. Now write the dimensions. M raised to 0, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 1 is for V naught. Its square you have to take. Plus, write acceleration. M raised to 0, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 2. Then x. X is L raised to 1. Now again this square is for all the power. So it is M raised to 0, L raised to 2, T raised to minus 2 plus m raised to 0, l raised to 2, t raised to minus 2. Same two brackets we are getting, means again it is 2 times, but we cannot write 2. So write m raised to 0, l raised to 2, t raised to minus 2. So again LHS and RHS are same. That's why LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore the given equation is dimensionally correct. Like this we can check the correctness of the equation using dimensional formula. I hope you have understood the method how to check the correctness. No doubt you have to practice it, then only you can get clearly how to check the correctness of the equation. So practice by taking some more equations. Let us continue. Thank you.